Hi, everybody. Welcome to Queers and Soaps. I'm Tommy, and today I'm joined by Angel and Eric.
Hello.
Team still Sheila.
We are back discussing Sheila Carter's first run on The Young and the Restless. So I will roll credits and we'll get right into it. So Eric kind of was like, I feel like nothing happened and a lot happens. And I kind of I feel like it moved slow, but when things were happening, they were happening.
Yeah.
So Lauren's pretty much, just laying in bed, dilating, like waiting to have a baby.
Yep.
I was visiting her here and there. Sheila is constantly making phone calls. She wants to know the status of what was her alias that she checked in at the hospital as? Something Maynard or something.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Moran? Something.
Yeah.
Natalie Moran.
Natalie
Menard.
Menard, yeah.
Yeah. So she was checking the status of Natalie Menard. And then calling whoever was supposed to be getting her a baby.
I didn't know that's what she was trying to do. I thought she was trying to plan to get the baby. I didn't know that what was going to happen.
So I looked it up. It's actually a black market baby, which was the thing on Young and the Restless. Remember that's Nina's baby was sold to the black market?
Yeah, and I heard never found. That's kind of ominous.
No, not Nina's baby. I mean, Nina's baby was found. It was Ronan.
Oh, really?
It was Ronan. Yep.
Oh.
Branson's character. Yeah.
The one that Sally Spectra's Darlene Connolly stole.
Yes, that was the baby.
Oh wow. Huh.
It was years later though, but
wow.
They found him.
So whatever summary I read about that made it seem like it was just was left open and she just had to
because I think it was Ronan, or maybe that summary was
Yeah, I think it was Ronan. I'm pretty sure. What happened to him? Did they kill him off?
No, I think he's just out of town.
Yeah, he hasn't even been mentioned. I totally forgot about him until you
don't mention him, which is weird. I really like that character.
It is weird.
Especially but I like anything Jeff Branson does because he hugged me. So
yeah,
when did you hug him, or he hugged you?
So not to go off the topic a little bit, but let's go off the topic a little bit. So Fun in the Sun in Philadelphia in 2005, I want to say.
Okay,
I was there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you were there. Oh my gosh, we could have met. But
yeah, it was him and Rex, right?
It was him, Rex.
From One Life to
Kelly
Live.
Monaco was supposed to be there, but she was doing Dancing with the Stars.
But she can't. Right.
Fonda Morrison from General Hospital, who was Justice at the time. Kamar Deos Reyes, R.I.P. It was I know somebody else was there. Oh, the guy who played Jesse on General Hospital, but not.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was really nice too.
Yeah, he was really cool. I talked to him. He was really nice.
Yeah, we were there. Me and my friend Karen were there.
Oh,
that's so funny.
So we were there and we didn't know it.
You guys probably
we didn't get to meet them there because they were all over the place kind of, and we just didn't even really get to talk to them, which kind of sucks.
Well, what happened with me, that the reason how I got hugged by Jeff Branson was that everybody was just standing around. They got bored, moved away, and then I got pushed to the front. So you have to be patient in order to meet some of these people. You have to be very patient. Right. So, and then I said something. I forgot exactly what I said, and he hugged me.
Yeah, they all seem cool.
Back to Wynar. It was kind of Wynar.
That was really related because he was Ronan. So.
Yeah, Black Market Baby seemed to be a thing with soaps because wasn't Christopher on Dallas a Black Market Baby? But then he ended up being what's her name? Melon's sisters.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah. You actually probably
Baby was a big
storyline soon.
That Charlie's Angels episode, there was a Black Market Baby, Angel Baby. Yep.
So we see this older man and I guess his assistant, maybe she's a nurse, who knows, bring a baby to Sheila just as Lauren is finally giving birth. How convenient. And I still
Right.
didn't know what was going to happen because, like, I really didn't know how Sheila got the baby.
Mm-mm.
And because I've always heard that Scotty was kidnapped, I assumed Lauren went home with the baby, and then somehow she switched it out. So it's very interesting how this went down.
Yeah, I thought the
So
same.
Sheila took a risk, honestly, like hiding that baby under her, still looking pregnant. That baby wasn't gonna cry. Like, did she dope that baby?
Right. Yeah, that was a little far fetched. But yeah.
Especially when she kept getting stopped by the security guard to talk.
What did she have the baby in?
Any minute.
What did she have the baby in under her? Like, what did she do? Like, I missed
I feel like
what she was doing.
She had like a swaddler, like a thing that she put that she held the baby. So she's holding the baby and has one arm out, and then has the baby underneath of this huge jacket. So
right,
and then keep in mind it was still winter. So
pregnant, she's just holding the baby underneath.
Yeah,
it was still winter, so that wouldn't have worked now.
Yeah.
And of course, the security guy stopped her. Like, of course. Did you get what you needed?
So this was very intricate. So Lauren has her baby. Sheila like hides the black market baby in a closet or room. I don't know. She then changes into scrubs with the mask on, goes into the maternity wing to get Lauren's baby, wheel it out, cuts off the bracelet, puts a new bracelet on the black market baby that says that it's Lauren's, and baby Scotty's just there crying, which is why I was like, this baby also could have cried at any moment when she tried to feed it.
Yeah. For sure.
I did notice something, and I don't know if it was a mess up or if I misunderstood it, but in the maternity wing where they had the babies laying in those things, I don't know what they are.
I know what they are. I forgot
little
what they're called.
beds that they lay in.
Little beds, yeah.
It said baby Fenmore.
It said baby Fenmore. I was about to say that. Yep.
And I'm like, but she's not checked in as Fenmore.
Checking in as Fenmore as Menard.
You're right.
Scott could have totally seen that.
Yeah, you're right.
So I guess that was a mess up.
That had to be, yeah.
Mess up.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter at this point, but
unless they had to put the real name, but they didn't ever like explain anything like that.
And Scott was like talking to a nurse like right above his baby the whole time, and the thing says baby Fenmore, and like nothing.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's just something I caught, and I was like,
Hit it.
I wonder if people were as keen and like noticed that back then. I feel like now
we're right.
everything. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So she manages to get out of the hospital without the baby crying. And later on, I guess I don't know if like an episode was missing, but Lauren is now, I guess, working from her bed in the hospital. And they're about to check the baby out, and they're like asking her, you know, does the bracelet match your bracelet and the number and everything? But she notices that the baby doesn't have a birthmark that she noticed previously. And I'm like, yeah, you saw that birthmark already? Like, you just had the baby.
I know.
You
right?
Probably because she was changing the baby's diaper, and because of the placement of the birthmark. She was saying like it was above the diaper line, I think.
Yeah.
Like where the diaper, you know, where you would close the diaper, it was above the diaper line. So I guess that was something she would have noticed and probably be like, "Oh, you got a little birthmark." Oh, you know how she was like with Paul, where she was like, "Look at this, he got feet." But that would be something she would notice. I think that would be something that she would notice because she's very like protective of this baby already. So.
But still, like, even though you notice that, like, would you really think that it's not your baby? Like, you know, I don't know. Like,
if she thinks it's not her baby. I think she was like, I don't know what she was thinking, to be honest with you.
Like, where'd that birthmark go?
The nurse honestly portrayed it as looking worried, as if maybe something bad happened, like somebody made a mistake. But then she's like, oh, you know, that happens when babies are born. They have marks that kind of fade away, like a few days after birth or whatever. And she's like, But I feel like Lauren pressed it. She's like, "Do you think that that's what happened in this situation?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'm sure." And I'm just like, Oh,
Yeah.
we got to meet Sheila's mom for the first time, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This poor
She had
woman.
her
Sheila
very
is
much
not
in.
nice to her in the
Mhm.
future. She's awful.
Well, wasn't I thought her mom was like mean to her though, like when she was little. Isn't that like the situation and why she's kind of crazy?
I
I
don't know.
think we find that out later.
Really?
I think so.
Mhm.
I remember like when that whole cabin situation, I watched that one during COVID, and she
Okay.
was like telling her mom off and stuff. Yeah, I guess it's coming up. I don't know when it happens, but I'm assuming
That
it's soon.
sounds like the end of the run, if it's a
Oh,
cabin.
okay. Yeah.
um, I just remember her like after the cabin being totally awful to this woman. So I guess she has a reason.
Always a reason.
But from what we're seeing right now, this woman seems just like an old sweet lady, and she's like questioning that Sheila's gotten herself into some trouble, and Sheila's
Mhm.
just like, "Just do what I said."
Who do I say?
And she does. She does what she says, so that's good.
She's like, "That
She
thing from
says
having a
like,
baby, wherever they live in a different state, right?"
yeah, I think
Yeah, I forget
they
where.
mentioned. I just forgot what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
Sam,
like,
I
"So
don't
if he
think I have
calls,
any
just say
idea.
like I'm asleep or I can't talk right now."
Michigan, I want to say. I think it was Michigan.
Okay, maybe,
Yeah, I think so. That sounds
Yeah.
right.
maybe. Um. So
Oh,
I don't remember. How did Scott find out she was having the baby? Did he just happen to call to like look for Sheila?
I think so. He called
I
the mom.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I think Sheila mentioned she was going out of town going out of town, and then she
Yeah.
came up with this intricate story
Yeah,
where
because
she
last
was
time she was like, "I think I'm gonna take that vacation that you mentioned."
uh-huh.
So yeah.
Then she came with this whole thing saying that like I was driving and then I went to labor and
Mhm.
I happened to
And
be
she's
at
like,
my mom's
"Don't
house.
come here." She's like, "It's snowing really bad, like the
Feeling
weather's
really
really."
bad, which that would make sense for Michigan
Yeah.
at this time of the year.
True.
Funny.
So she's like, "You have a son."
But wait, when Scott called the mom was like, and then the mom called Sheila back. She was like, "You forgot one thing. What is the gender of the baby?" Or,
Mhm.
what did you have? And
Right.
then that's when Sheila called him back and said, "You had a son."
Oh, okay.
Because the mom
Yeah.
was like, "Oh wait,
Oh.
I'm not well, I'm not well."
Bad
Yeah.
connection.
Bad connection, snowstorm.
I like that I like that you included a Brad and Tracy moment.
Oh, that was a mistake. I don't know how that got by me.
Oh well, no, because I think although you also included Cassandra Rollins dying.
Yeah, Cassandra died.
Well, no,
Well, they talked about
somebody
it.
saying
Oh,
that
they talked
Cassandra
about,
died
yeah,
to the
yeah,
newspaper. Yeah,
yeah. I guess
Yeah.
that scene slipped by me as I was like scanning through it.
but
I
it makes
did
sense
leave
Well, I
a
because
like to
few.
see it.
she was in there. So
I did leave a few promos in there for you.
Yeah, those terrible promos.
But one of them mentioned an angel, and I was like, "Oh, Angel's gonna like that."
yay, Angel! What Henry and what Angel and Henry Lang did, which gross, but
Um, so I'm assuming Sheila's paying for this baby, and I know
oh,
she's a
good for
nurse,
you.
but is she well off that she has the money to buy a baby?
I mean, she has an apartment in 1990, so and is a nurse, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
back then I think babies were only like $10,000 or 20,000,
only
so it wasn't
only
terrible.
$7.
Yeah, well now they're like 50 if you have a black market baby.
that's the fact that you know.
Back when I looked up and I was trying to buy a baby, they were only 10,000.
I tried to buy one in my 20s and I couldn't afford one.
uh, so I guess Sheila was asking for the birth certificate, and the guy's like, "Have I let you down yet?" And she's like, "No." And he wanted to know what the baby's name was, and she went with Scott Carter because she didn't want to be presumptuous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
So,
fun.
I think it's funny that Lauren actually keeps the name and doesn't change it like
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
Also,
her baby's name is Dylan Fenmore.
yeah. Wasn't it like Dylan? What was the middle name? She said a middle name. Was it Lawrence? Dylan Lawrence? Or
Something like that.
Oh, I thought she said Lauren, like her, like Dylan Lauren.
oh, okay. That makes sense.
I
I
think
was
it was.
wondering, I was
Yeah,
like,
because I
does
was
that
like,
have some kind of
oh.
significance?
Yeah, it's her because she's a selfish bitch.
I'm surprised she didn't
Why I'm
change the
Team
name. She
Sheila.
didn't change the name of the baby. Well, when it comes up, when
Yeah.
when it comes up, I'm sorry she didn't change the name of the baby. So
Yeah.
Sheila ends up back in Genoa City with the baby. And Scott notices the birthmark. I'm like, what? Like, does Scott have this birthmark? That it's like this birthmark is such a big thing.
Yeah, I know it
Sheila
was a
seems
big
like
thing.
a little like annoyed that he noticed.
You don't see a birthmark there.
She's like, don't worry about it.
there's a birthmark. What are you talking about?
And he's like thanking her for giving him a son. They kiss, and I'm like, are we a couple? I can't tell what's happening here. I know that he's not with Lauren, but are you guys officially a couple, or are you just like stepping up as a father?
I think he's just stepping up for now.
I think he's just stepping up.
I mean, we know she was
giving, leading her on. You know how men do. Oh wait, I'm with two men, so I should not say that.
Yeah, men do. Yeah, we agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Excellent.
So I think that's pretty much it. Lauren just brought this baby home. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, what's the next step in the storyline? I don't know if this baby's gonna die, like the black market baby.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Because I feel like you never hear Lauren mention it. Like on days, Sammy still used to mention Grace after she died. Yeah, I know you're keeping your mouth shut. Remember when Sammy,
I accidentally spoiled
when
myself
Sydney and Grace got switched
when I was looking
out?
up. Sorry, I accidentally spoiled myself because I was trying to look up. Was this a black market baby? And then I spoiled myself. So that's how I knew it was black market baby. So I spoiled myself. Yeah. And also, I kind of knew just from knowing the story from osmosis that what happens next. So
over the years,
Marlena brings up DJ too.
Yeah, DJ.
Very randomly, and I almost feel like not by name. She'll just mention, I also lost
that. I know. I remember her saying DJ a couple times throughout the years. Yeah.
I wish they would actually talk about Don Craig.
Still mailing off the tax return, I see.
So yeah, Eric, do you have any like premonition?
No,
suspicions.
I saw Brad and Tracy. Oh wait. Oh no, Brad visits Lauren at one point too. That's why I thought maybe you kept that scene in because I was like, oh okay. Because Brad.
I did have that thought. I was like, oh, well, that kind of worked because he went to go visit Lauren.
And when he was with Tracy, he felt guilt over Cassandra. So I don't know what that relationship. I guess they were together, and then like she ended up dying. But I don't think they said how she died. Did they? I'm curious to know. I'll have to look it up.
I guess Cassandra bounced between Paul and Brad. Kind of like Lauren.
My first note was, of course, Paul comes by to visit Lauren while she's giving birth. He's with her the whole time.
Yep.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I felt like not much happened, even though it kind of did. But it kind of didn't.
It was like a long stretch of waiting to have the baby.
Yeah.
And then once Sheila like got the black market baby, I feel like then a lot of stuff happened because then it was her sneaking into the hospital, getting the other baby, switching out the bracelets, and you're like, whoa, everything's happening so fast. And then it like slowed down again.
Hold on, bus driver, stop! I need to watch the scene.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea where it's going. What are we in? March of 91?
Yeah, so we watched all of March of 91.
And she doesn't leave till 92, so she gets
May of 92.
For a while.
Yeah, so we have like 14 more months.
Wow. So yeah, I guess she just gets away with it, and I know at some point with that birthmark something happens.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't understand what the point of that is. But I guess
It
we'll see.
probably is something that everybody fixates on, and she's like, I gotta get rid of this birthmark.
I gotta get rid of this birthmark. This birthmark's
Yeah.
getting on my nerves.
Like, I'm sure at some point she's gonna run into Lauren, and a birthmark's gonna come up, and that's what's gonna set her off, and she's gonna be like, I have to get rid of this.
I gotta get rid of this birthmark.
Yeah, that's true.
God damn, I gotta get rid of this birthmark.
Oh yeah, Lauren did say something that Sheila had the baby too, so I guess she heard from somebody. She
Right.
was like, "Oh, Sheila had her baby, and it's a boy as well, or something."
Right.
Which I didn't know how she heard that.
And Lauren's just like, this is my baby. I got this baby all by myself. It's my baby.
Yeah.
So apparently, in the little article I read, and this could be entirely wrong, Sheila did not miscarry. She actually gave birth to a stillborn baby. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure because we missed those episodes. We don't have like proof of that.
Right.
So we could just say miscarriage, just because it's like kind of.
Yeah, because we went from her like spotting and having cramps and being in the hospital till the next time we saw her, she was either back in the hospital or still in the hospital, and she had lost the baby. So we just kind of guesstimated what happened.
Yeah.
But obviously, I was gonna say, but Scott didn't know that. Obviously, he didn't, because
No, Scott
he
didn't
was
know
the baby off,
Yeah.
and it was a different hospital, I believe.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know if her and Scott actually ever get married, like Sheila and Scott.
Not sure. I don't think so. I don't think they
so.
do.
No.
They might talk about it. Maybe they get engaged or something, and then all this comes out or something.
Right.
Not sure. I'm curious to know, though.
I am too. It was exciting though watching Sheila do it. I'm like, oh, this feels historic.
Yeah.
Oh, Sheila.
And I'm like, isn't there another nurse around though? Like watching these babies, that was a little concerning.
Yes, I thought that too when Sheila was in there by herself, just like a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I'm pretty sure. Like when we had maternity at my hospital, there was always someone watching those babies, so that would not have happened. Although I know baby switches did happen. Like no, but people did switch babies and take babies back then. So maybe like security heightened since then, and they're like someone has to be with these babies all the time. So
yeah,
it was 91. Nobody cared back then, I guess.
That's usually how it works. Something bad has to happen for something to lock down on it.
I could never be a nurse or work in a hospital around babies, because I'll be like, oh my gosh, I switched one baby with another baby and I can't tell these babies apart, and then what happens? Why did the thing get in there? How did this happen? And then papers will fly all over the place.
My one friend, it was her job just to feed babies. She would just go from baby to baby and feed them. And, yeah. Yep.
So jumping into the future of 2024, Eric, because he's been on vacation, has watched like 80 episodes of Bold. He's like, they just keep saying 10 toes. They just keep saying 10 toes.
Oh my God, it's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah, I'm only like 10 episodes behind them.
Wow. You watch like 3
It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, I love it. I'll probably watch more when I get out of here.
Is there anything else you guys want to mention that I forgot?
Nope.
I think that's it.
All right.
I'm gonna look up more about that Cassandra and what happened to her.
Yeah, me too.
I am curious.
All right.
Because one minute she's there, and the next minute she is dead. So like, what happened? Well, she was sleeping with Paul, and then like I want to know.
It's during the whole Lauren divorce thing.
Yeah.
Separation, not divorce. Separation.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for another edition of Sheila Carter, The Beginning. As always, you can find us on all the socials at Queers and Soaps. And until next time, have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.